Welcome back. Today I'm back out at the Broad River Greenway. I'm at the College Farm Trail. I'm going down an old dirt road right now. We're going to go and see if the old bridge is still here. It's an old metal bridge that was crossing the Broad River. And then we're going to go down the College Farm Trail. We're going to try to find a Boy Scout camp today. So, welcome back. This is video number 4, I guess, to this series for Broad River. I was going to go down the College Farm Trail first, but they were doing some work on the trails over there. I was talking to the crew that was working over there, and they're the ones that told me about the Boy Scout camp. It's an Eagle Scout camp, so we're going to go look for it. So anyway, this is your first time here. Welcome. I like to go hiking and camping and backpacking and exploring all these sites. I love history, so if these are the things you like to do, well, this is a channel for you. So if you haven't seen any of the other videos for the Broad River, go back and check those videos out. So come along with me today as we explore this trail here that we're on now, and see what we can find, and maybe I can find that Eagle Scout camp. Here's a shot of the trail. It's like an old road. Don't know any history of this road, but at one time it did cross the river. I'm not sure if this road was ever paved. There's a lot of old logging roads out here. So this may have been an old logging road, or it could have been a road that just crossed over and was just a dirt road. I don't know. Give you a little weather report today. It was down around 21, 22 degrees last night. Kind of waiting for it to warm up a little bit. It's hovering around about 40, 41. It's supposed to get up to 56 today. It's not bad out here. The sun is out. There's no clouds in the sky. You can see this pretty... So, a whole lot of sun on the trail, I should say. I went down to one path already when I went down to see, because I could hear the machinery work. They were working down that one path. I went down there and talked to the workers. They said the trail was open, and I wouldn't be bothering them if I walked the trail. But I told them that I'm gonna go this way first. So, like I said, it's supposed to get up to 56 today. Usually this time of year, 56 is a heat wave for us. It's been dipping down in the low 20s. So just keep on walking and see what we can find. I hear some water running, and I see some signs up here. Just took a screenshot from the All Trails map. It shows that this trail comes down and it starts to go off to the left. I guess this must follow the creek. It's called the Running Cedar Trail. It goes on down that way. I'm gonna go down there. I see a nice little waterfall at the river. So let's continue on this way, see what we find. That wasn't too far of a walk, probably about maybe 10 minutes or so. So that's just over half a mile, but it looks like that trail connects back over to the College Farm Trail. Go around this, get over here and show you where the old bridge used to be. I don't know where that old road is over there and how to get to it. But the water's running pretty rough over here. I'm going to see if I can get some good shots of that river. Trying to work my way down to the river. There's some rock formations over here too. Getting stuck in all these branches. I don't know if you can see that because of the sunlight. There's the old foundations for the bridge. And walk down this way. Some rocks over here. Trying to come down here, get a better shot of the river. A lot of vines. You can see if there's a house up there. I'm going to walk down a little more, see if I get a better shot of the river. Found another spot to come down to the river. Back up on the trail now. We're going to go ahead and do this trail. 0.6 miles. It's green and orange. No motorized vehicles. We're going to go down this way, get on the trail. According to all trails, this is supposed to connect back to that college farm trail. I'm in search of that Boy Scout or Eagle Scout camp. Yeah, pretty quiet out here. Not a lot of underbrush. A lot of thorns in them bushes. I had to cut through to get that shot of the river. When I was up there, that's the road all the way up there. When I was up there on the road, I saw the ribbon on the tree down here, and walk up here, show you. There's a marker for the trail. So we're going this way because of fall. It's pretty rough. I see a lot of horse tracks out here. But as you can see, the trail sunk in, so it's a well-used trail. Still following the river. It just got really quiet. So I'll see if there's another spot that I can get back down by the river. We can take a look at it. There's a shot of the river. See all the sand. This river overflowed a lot. There's another house up over there. I don't know if you can see it. But the river's quieter over here. Washed out a lot of the bank. I'm going to try to get to that spot over there and walk out on the river. I'll get back with you when I get over there. I went over to that area. It would be easy to get down there by the river, but it's all beach sand, and it's really soft. I didn't see any way of trying to get back up out of there. There was no trees to grab onto and pull out. So I decided to not to go down there. I'm back on the trail now. The trail's kind of windy around here. Looking for another marker. Yeah, another solo hike. So every video, I always ask people if they want to come out and go hiking. They just need to let me know. Take them out, go hiking. Yeah, I see the trail here. Yeah, I had a lot of fun that day, Black Friday, when I went out with my grandson Jensen and my son-in-law Jake. We had a blast. So I like doing solo hikes, but it would be nice to, have somebody to hike with me. So just leave a comment down below and let me know if you're interested, or if you know a couple of good trails to go on that I can hike. All right, let me check the All Trails map. Hold on a second. We're coming up here to another marker. Let me turn the phone around. Flip the video, I should say. All right, I turned it around. It's pretty muddy over here. Definitely a horse trail. Some debris on the trail, but it's not a big deal. Walk around it. Seems like I always come down to horse trails. Most of the horse trails I've been on are the muddy parts of the trail. It's like it's a trail, but a lot of hikers, I guess, won't use them. Maybe, I don't know. They always send the horses down the muddy trails. The river is over there. We're not too far off the river. I'm going to take a look at my All Trails map, take a screenshot, and show you where we're at. Just took a screenshot of the All Trails map. I'll pop it up on the screen. Haven't gone very far. It looks like the road's called Ledbetter Road up here. I don't know if that's an old logging road. We're actually going around this, there's a hilltop. If you look at the map, once I put it up there, if you look at the map, up on my left, there's a hilltop. We're going to be going around that hilltop. We're going to connect to the other trails, and this trail will connect back to the College Farm Trail. Supposed to be looking for some power lines, a power line trail. I take that and supposedly follow it back down to the creek or the river and find that Eagle Scout camp. Yeah, it's pretty muddy out here. Yeah, let me continue on. See where we end up. Well, still following the horse trail. Still a lot of mud. A lot of horses travel through here. But I just want to point out, when I was talking about the map, it's always important to pay attention to features on a map, and if you don't know how to read a topographical map, you really should if you're going to come out hiking. But I told you that we'd be going along the bottom around a hilltop. Let me get over here, get the sun to my back. There's going up to that hilltop that I was telling you about. So even if there wasn't a trail out here, which there is, you just follow the map, knowing that there's a hilltop off to the left. You'll just keep following that, and we're going to circle around that entire hilltop. There was no name for that hill. I'm sure there is, but on the map for the All Trails there was no name for that hill. I'm moving kind of slow. Like I said, this trail is a horse trail and it is pretty muddy out here. Now we're getting into some rocks now because we're going uphill now. That was down. A lot of that was an area that would drain off into the river. So we're just circling around hilltop. Here's let you know you're still on the right trail. So I'm gonna keep going that way, and there's a junction up here between the two trails. Here's that junction I was telling you about. There's a sign up here. Again, I want to show you that there's a hilltop right there. You look at that All Trails map. I don't know if screenshot I just took shows that hilltop still, but this trail's not an official trail on the on that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Losing train of thought here. Hold on a second. Let me check the area out and I'll get back with you. What I was saying is All Trails doesn't have this as an official trail, but that's the College Farm Trail. This is the work that they were doing out here with had a mini excavator and little bobcat out here, and they were cleaning all this up. You see the trees are down. We're gonna end up going this way. This is the power line, and the old sign said that was a Sandy Run Bridge, but they're calling it the Cedar Run. See, there's the two signs. I took photos, so I don't know if they came out very clear. But power line is 0.1. So we did come from that direction, and we're going this way. We're going to cross the creek here. I don't know if there's a little bridge up here or not, but this is where they were doing all the work. I'm not sure what the name of this little creek is, or tributary. I guess that's what you call them. We're going to go ahead and cross and go up there instead of the power line. I was told that if I went to the power line, hung a right, should come to that Eagle Scout camp. It's a much better trail. I think this trail, well, College Farm was yellow. I don't know what color the power line trail is supposed to be. We're just going uphill. Spoke too soon. This is feels like a bunch of sugar sand in here. Beach sand. Looks like they did a pretty good job clearing the trail out. Look at a little tiny horse print. So some horses came through here. Let me climb to the top of this hill and see where it takes us. Made it to the top. Power line trail. According to this sign right here, Flint Hill shortcut, and also the Jolly Mountain Loop. If you remember from the first video, Flint Hill's the one I had to abandon up on top because the trees are so thick. According to the crew that I was just talking to, they cleared that out. Not sure how far down I'm going to go, but the trail goes that way, and it's going uphill, so that's going to be a pretty good climb. See the frost on the ground, so no sunlight hitting this right here. And it looks cold, but really it isn't cold out here. It's pretty nice. Still got to be careful because a lot of times when you're out and it's cold, you sweat, you don't think about it, so you don't keep hydrated. So I brought my water with me. Just keep on going, and said what, 0.2 per mile is that Flint Hill shortcut. I don't know. Let me take a look at the map and let me see if I should have gone to the right to that Eagle Scout camp. Well, I found the road, so this obviously is called, I think it's called Ledbetter Road. Might be mispronouncing it, but I took a shot at the old trails. It's showing this one goes back down to the creek. On the first video, I never went all the way to the end of that lake trail because I took that Flint Hill trail. But this one goes all the way down and it hooks up at the end by the river. It hooks up with that lake trail that had the blue tag. So I'm not sure how far this is going to go. See a lot of horse prints on this trail. This one's not too bad of a climb. I really wasn't looking forward to going towards Flint Hill again. Well, there's something right here. Yellow marking, but no sign. Let me check the map again. So I was going that way. Well, the trail doesn't exactly match the map, but it's yellow tag right here, and it's showing that this is the College Farm Trail, and it keeps going down to Nicholsonville or Nicholsville, and that's going to take me to the camp at the end of the blue trail, which was the lake trail. So let me flip this video around, or the camera around, and let me show you what the trail looks like and which direction we're going. That, according to the map, and I'll put a map up here. I have a different map than the one I showed in previous videos, but I'll show you the original map too. But that is the colors of the College Farm Trail. So temperature dropped, getting into the shade. I think it's probably about 45 degrees outside. It's not bad. I'm going this way because they're still working the trail on the other side, and oh, there's some deer up here. I'm gonna try to go real quiet. Big doe just jumped across the trail right here. She went in that direction, and you know there isn't always just one. So let's just keep going, and up here where I saw her jump across. said, there's probably about 8 or 9 female. He got some really good pictures of them. They stopped and turned around and looked at him, and he was able to photograph them. I'm going to keep going, and I'm just going to be real quiet, see what I can find. Maybe I can snap a couple of good pictures. Well, I walked up that trail, trying to be really quiet. Stopped and look around. Either that was the last one coming through, or the other ones are just sitting down somewhere waiting for me to vacate the area. Doesn't help when somebody's off in the distance, right over here yelling. They got a dog barking. Anyway, I come up to this junction right here. Trail goes that way. I think that's where I need to go. College Trail. Not sure what that one is, but it's the College Farm Trail. But it does go this way. I think this is the, this might be the Lake Trail. I don't know. It goes back down, and then it catches up with Flint Hill. So we might just go to the top of Flint Hill, and we're looking for that. They say it was a Nicholson or something, Nicholsville. I don't know. Let me pull up the all trails and take a screenshot, and I'll give you a better idea of where I'm at. So we're coming up here. This trail's marked red. Double red. I'll pull up the map. This is the sign I was telling you about. This is the one I wanted to find. The Nicholsonville Trail. I guess it goes that way. Not sure. I have to look at the map for that, but let's go this way and see where it takes us, or see if I find a marker on a tree. Guess we're looking for a green and yellow marker. Let me keep going up the trail and see if I find a marker, if I come to the end of this trail. Coming up to a junction in the road. I just took a picture on the All Trails map. I'll put it up, but we need to go that way. This road looks like it goes back up to that Ledbetter Road, up there where the power lines were at. And that road dead ends. Sure, the power line keeps going, but that road dead ends. We're gonna go this way. Ran out of space on my phone. I had to delete some old videos from my first hike I did at Lake Norman. I still had them on my phone. I'm using a Pixel 6 Pro, limited space. I've got the new Pixel 9 Pro. I need to get everything switched over. It's got like 2 terabyte or something like that of space. So let's just keep going. And that dog that was barking, they must have been down on the lake trail, because I heard a dog barking for a while I was trying to clear up some video space. I'm going to follow this trail down and see if it leads us down to that Eagle Scout camp. Traveling down the trail for a while, didn't see any markers. There's a marker for this trail. Pretty wide trail. I don't know what it looked like before the storm, before they cleared it out, but you see they cut down a lot of trees, all blocking the road. Pretty rough through here. All right, let me keep going. Yeah, I was talking earlier about paying attention to the map and get familiar with the map and figure out where you're at on the map. And I was talking about that hilltop. That was a very big word. I wasn't going to say it. Anyway, so I'm walking along, it's not always about the map. It's about paying attention to what you can hear. So I'm walking along, wondering how close I am getting to the Broad River. Well, I stopped for a second and I could hear the river, and now I could see the river, and there's a sign coming up here. But it's not always about the map. It's about sometimes just listening to nature, listening for the sounds. And I'm not talking about the bird in the background either. Yeah, sun's right in my eyes. So I think we may have come down to the river where that junction is. Let's see if we can find that Eagle Scout camp. Now, let me turn the camera around, see what we find out here. All right, so we came here. This is the trail I was telling you about. We just came down. I showed you on the map. I'm going to put up another map up on the screen, exactly where we're at. But looks like they cleared a lot of this out of here. I don't see any pavilions or anything. A couple metal railings. This is supposed to be a creek over here that leads out into the Broad River. Oh, this thing overflowed. Yeah, this is the creek that leads out into the Broad River. Broad River's on the other side over there. Well, let me explore this area a little bit. Might find a place to take a break, need some lunch. Look at all the debris washed up here, all along there from just this creek overflowing. And the river's, like I said, is over there. I'll look up the name of the creek in a minute, and let me do a little exploring here because I don't see any benches. I'll get back with you. So here's a little fire pit. Those look like new poles, so it looks like they redid a lot of this out here. Right here. Guess you could camp out here, just need a reservation. Looks like they got to put up a new sign. Having a squirrel moment. Let's go check this out. Looks like an outhouse. I haven't seen an outhouse since I was in the eastern part of Kentucky back in like 74, 75. That's what it is. It's an outhouse. Got a little chem light up there. That's cool. I don't know if you thought that was cool or not. All right, let me get some photos of the area. Never seen an outhouse with a back door. Just storage. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it was in 1972 or 1973. I can't remember. Because my mom and my dad are no longer alive to give me the exact dates. I was like 5, 6 years old. My mom went back home to eastern Kentucky to see her family she hadn't seen in years. Went to see my Aunt Peggy. And, you know, in eastern Kentucky, they didn't have indoor plumbing. And if they had indoor plumbing, they didn't have indoor bathrooms. That's the first time I'd ever seen an outhouse. So we stayed at my Aunt Peggy's house. I don't know, maybe a day or two. But yeah, that was kind of weird. So if you've never experienced that. But yeah, there's no TP in there. So that's one thing you should always bring with you. Biodegradable or flushable wipes. You never know when you're going to need to take a pit stop. Just looking around, you hear off in the distance on the other side over there. According to the map, there's four-wheel tracks over there. That's why you see the signs for those no motorized vehicles over here, because they don't want them coming onto this property. I don't know if it's 1,400 acres. I think the guy told me is what this property is. Now let me sit down here and take a break, and we're probably going to go down that way. That's the lake trail. Let me flip this around. I'm showing you the trail. That looks like the lake trail going that way. I'll take a screenshot. Hey, there's something else over here. Hold on. Something else. Oh, okay. I know what this is. Oh, my first video I saw it, and I don't know what it was. The second video I saw one. But this lake trail over here is torn up bad. Here, let's go down here for a minute. Let's just visit the river. Trip over some vines. So it brings us out to the river. I don't know how much you see because the sun is facing right at us. A lot of property, homes on the properties over there. But let's come down here so you can actually see the river. There's the Broad River. A little beach down there, but I'll see if I can get over there in a minute. Once I take my break, I'll probably go explore that little beach. But I wanted to show you this right here. I didn't know what these were the first time that I saw them. I spoke to a gentleman when I went on the Cottonwood Trail. He was out there hiking. He said these are for hammocks. They got the hooks on, and you just hook your hammock up here and you spend a night. So let me go back over here to the benches and take a break. Yeah, I'm just going to sit down here and take a break. Got my bottle of water, bag of pepperoni. I started something in the last video where I was going to start tell you little stories, some information about me. So I told a story in the last one. It's something new. I'm going to try to incorporate it. You let me know if you like these story times or not. But I was in the military, retired Army for 24 years, retired as a first sergeant. So I have a lot of stories to tell. Plus, I have 8 children and 11 grandchildren, so I've got a lot of stories to tell you. But I was going to tell you one of my Army stories, but I started thinking, what I was planning on doing, because you come out on these hikes, it's like you start thinking, you clear your mind, you can plan your future and think about the past. Now I'm not talking I was regretting anything, but yeah, I was in high school. I wanted to be a American history teacher. Found out real early, of course I was 17 at the time, that history isn't exactly accurate. It's we're finding out more and more every day that there's been a lot of changes in history and a lot of information left out. So yeah, I didn't go and become an American history teacher, but I was working for Winn-Dixie, and I don't know what it was, but I loved working for Winn-Dixie. I loved stocking shelves. My career was to go off and be a store manager, and never ended up on that career path. Yeah, I have to thank my oldest daughter, Jennifer. Yeah, there's three things I never wanted to do in life. Well, actually four. One was never wanted to join the military. Two, I never wanted to get married. Three, never wanted to have children. Four, I never wanted to be a mechanic. You know, my dad was a mechanic. I saw him struggle his whole life. I didn't want to follow that career. So I ended up joining the Army in July of '84 because my girlfriend at that time was pregnant. So I joined the Army, go to basic training November 7th, 1984. So by May, I got married at that year too. And by May of 1985, I was married, I was in the Army, I had a child, and I was a mechanic. So I checked all those blocks. But I don't fault my daughter. But I was thinking about that, and then I started thinking about one time. Now, we used to go all the time to their great-grandmother's house. And I don't know if they were living in D-Land, Florida at the time, or if they were living in Titusville by then, but I think they were living in D-Land. And I like a lot of rock music. So we're driving in the car. I don't know if it was a piece of crap Chevy Cavalier we had, or if it was the red Toyota Corolla we used to have. But we're driving along. We're listening to Metallica. And we're listening to that song, Battery. You know, Jen's in the back seat singing, battery, battery, battery. I can't remember how old she was. So when the song was over, Jen leans over and she says, hey, she says, I can write a song. I said, what do you mean, Jennifer? She says, I can write a song about tires. She says, tires, tires, tires. I said, we started. I'm sorry, Jen, because I know you're watching this video, but that was so funny. I had to tell her that the song was not about car batteries, because she wanted to do a video or a song about tires for cars. So, like I said, I'm sorry, Jen. I don't mean to laugh at you. But I have a lot of stories about my children and the funny things that they have done. So enough embarrassing my oldest daughter. I'm sure she's going to leave a comment. And my daughter Amanda was there. I don't know if she remembers or not. And I can't remember if Nikki was there. She's my third daughter. I don't know if Nikki was there and she was just a baby. I can't remember. So I'm sure they're going to leave a comment. So let me finish up my my little break here and eat my pepperoni and drink my water, and then I'll get back on the trail. Let me know if you like these little stories, and I'll keep doing them. Hey, I'm going to take you this way. I'm finished with my break. I did a little recon of the area. I went down there by that creek where it flows out into the out into the Broad River, and yeah, there's a little beach area down there, but since it was wiped out, there really is no shoreline that you can get down. Well, you could go down, but coming back up is the hard part. This is what I want to show you. If you remember from the first video, or even looking at the maps that I put up on the screen, the lake trail is marked by the blue tags. So I just want to bring you over here to show you some of the destruction from when Helene came through here. There's a lot of damage, but there's a lot of water. Dams were about to burst. They were overflowing. Creeks and rivers were overflowing. This is just some of the damage. It's pretty much blocking this trail. I don't know what, that's a picnic table turned upside down. But there's one picnic table there that looks like another picnic table. Here's another one flipped over. I said, it's not, it looks bad, but it's a pretty good sized tree. It's a pine tree, been here for a while. So a lot of these trees are not used to high winds, so they tip over pretty easy. This looks like pretty much like my backyard. Yeah, trees fall over all the time, high winds. they're not into the ground. The root system don't go down very deep because they're not used to the big storms. But there's no really defined trail out here now. What was the trail has not been reestablished. I'm not going to keep going this way. Here's some red tags on the trees. Let's walk a little bit further, do a little more recon out here. I said there's tags on the trees. Not quite sure what they mean. But they got to get in here and clean this up. That guy was telling me that this is one part of the trail they got to clean up. So, yeah, I'm not showing you all the destruction from the storm so I can get a viral video or anything. Some of those other people out there, storm chasers, and they just want to show you all the doom and gloom. I'm just showing you that the trail is pretty much blocked off. They haven't cleaned up this area. This is why when I was in the first video, I ended up going up Flint Hill because the trail stopped. And that's the reason the trail stopped, because debris everywhere. Well, they're going to come over here and clean this up. He said they've been out here for about 4 weeks cleaning just these trails. Told me the top of Flint Hill was all cleaned off. It's already about 2:15. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to walk out here on the trail. Let me go back up that Nicholsonville Trail. Get back up on, I guess they were calling that the Flint Hill Trail. So let me get back over there and make a decision at that point which way I want to go. I'm going back up this way. I did take some photos. I put the Eagle Scout sign back up on the poles. I don't know if it'll stay. I did take a photo with it after I sat it up there. I know I mentioned it before in one of my other videos, but my oldest son, Nathan, is an Eagle Scout. Proud of him. Did a great job. So, shout out to Nathan. I know he's going to be watching these videos. So, let me make it up this trail here. Like I said, let me get back to that one junction or point, crossroads, whatever you want to call it. And then I'll make a decision based off time as to what I want to do. So it's pretty rough here, so let me navigate the terrain and I'll get back with you. We come back down to this intersection here. Came from that direction. This is the original trail. It's marked red, so the map is showing that this is Flint Hill Trail. Now, I was on Flint Hill Trail on the first time coming up off the river trail. So let me walk down this way. It says 0.3 miles to get back down to the river trail. I'm going to see if I can find that location where I took that break last time and I turned around when I abandoned this trail. So I took a screenshot on the all trails. I'll pop it up and show you where I'm at. I did find some deer tracks as I was doing the earlier part of this video when I was coming down the Nicholsonville Trail. I'm talking and I spooked a deer, and it about 200 yards in front of me jumped across the road, and I wasn't able to get any video of it. So I walked really slow, stopped, looked around, see if I could get some pictures of some deer or some video, but I couldn't, so I just kept going. Let me get down here and see where this leads us. Still on the same trail. Just want to show you that the marker is red. It's the Flint Hill Trail, double red. not quite sure where I stopped last time, as they cleared the debris out of here from when I was up here before. I remember I made it almost all the way to around the top of Flint Hill. That's Flint Hill right there. If you look at the map, and it'll show you the hilltop. Stop for a second. Every time I start talking and videoing, a deer pops out of nowhere. I hear something, so let me shut this video off. See if I can find that deer that's over there. Well, of course, I was unable to find that deer. Coming down to a sign right here. Yeah, turn around here so we can see it. Yeah, it's the Flint Hill Trail. I only walked a few feet up that trail before I had to abandon the trail. It circles back around, so I think where I was at, where that junction was, where I didn't make it that far because I didn't see that Nicholsonville trail. So this was the Flint Hill Trail that I was on in the original video. So like I said, you go back and take a look at that video and see that I had to stop because there was just massive trees down. We passed one up here. It looks like maybe the point where I had to turn around because it looks like it's a big oak tree that was down. So I'm going to head back up this way. It didn't take me very long to get down here. I think I stopped more to try to listen to find that deer. It's about 3 o'clock. I got 2 hours before sundown, so I mean, I can hike pretty fast when I need to, but I want to take my time. That reminds me of a story from when I was in the Army. I have to tell this story another time, but it's about a guy that was a pathfinder, and we were doing a land nav course. So I'll have to tell that story probably maybe in the next video. So let me make it back up this hill and make a decision if we're going to continue following the Flint Hill Trail. I wasn't able to finish this trail last time because of all the debris, and I want to give a shout out to those guys that were out here, 3-man crew. They've been out here for 4 weeks clearing the trails. They did a good job, so I want to give a shout out to them. Got a lot of people out all over western North Carolina and South Carolina clearing trails so we can get back out there and start hiking. So let me tripping all over vines. Let me flip this around. I'm going to show you what these vines look like. I don't know if you can see that. Let me zoom in a little bit. I don't know if you can see those vines, but they're nasty. They got thorns on them. They're all over the place. There's a bunch right here. If you don't get caught up in those, you get caught up in the holly bush. Seems like they always want to grow together, so that's what I'm tripping over on the trail. I'm just going to continue on up this trail, this Flint Hill Trail. See where it leads. I know where it leads according to the map, but it's always fun when you can follow a map and along the trail and see where it comes out. I'm going uphill. I'll get back with you when I get to the top up here. Had to stop the video. But Wild Turkey Trail, I showed you that one. Now, I didn't go up Wild Turkey Trail. I catch my breath because I just walked all the way up that hill. This must be the that power line shortcut. That's where the deer came from. This is that one hill I didn't want to walk up. We are way over there. Smell something dead out here. Right at the bottom of the telephone poles. But yeah, I didn't want to walk all the way up that. So I walked up another hill. That made a lot of sense. So let me pull up the all trails and take a screenshot so you can see where I'm at. Yeah, the corner of it's a three-way junction here because that's Ledbetter Road behind me. I'll turn this way, the one I was at just a second ago. And this is Wild Turkey Trail and Flint Hill. This one goes on up that way, but I'm not sure exactly where it goes. Let me climb to the top up there. I think it just connects to Ledbetter Road, and that's it. Because Flint Hill is basically right here. If you look on the map, Flint Hill is right here. Let me turn this around. Flint Hill, if you look at the map, is like right here. So we walked around. This is pretty much almost to the very top. Hold on. Here comes a deer. Deer. Dog's chasing him. Here comes another dog. Dogs are chasing the deer. I thought it was me spooking the deer. It's a dog. I don't know whose dogs these are. Saw me, got scared. Or she. That dog was just chasing those deer. Let me look at the footage and see what it looks like. I walked down this way as I was reviewing that video. Black and white border collie ran past me. I don't see. It's not wouldn't be a hunter out here using dogs to, unless they're going to try to corral them into an area for hunting. But yeah, I hear the dog over here. Black and white border collie crossed over, looked back at me. That kind of stinks, man. If they hadn't been out here chasing these deer, I was getting ready to walk up to the top of that hill. There's that dog right there. I know when we went up the that one trail, we walked by that house and we were on the Jolly Mountain Trail. Wonder if them dogs are from that house. But they're out here having a good time chasing deer. You know what? I'm gonna go back down that Flint Hill trail. Stay off the Wild Turkey Trail. This is going to take me right back down to the river trail. Wish I had more time. I'd walk this one down to the river trail and come back up the river trail. But right now, I'm going to go down to Flint Hill. Looks like that dog's back up there. Let me go back down the Flint Hill trail and catch the College Farm trail. Let me see if I can find those deer. Maybe these dogs have backed off by then. Yeah, it's up there barking at me. I hear the other dogs down there. That's a beautiful border collie. Not quite sure what kind of dog that is. If you know what it is, you got a good shot of it, or if I got a good shot of the dog, you tell me what kind of dog that is. That was a beautiful border collie there. I hear that dog down in there, but I don't see it. Well, let me head back down the Flint Trail. I'm going to be real quiet. See if maybe them deer stopped down there somewhere to hide from the dogs and dogs backed off. Because I know on the other side of Flint Hill, following the power line right here, there's a house that I showed you in the first video. It was on a Jolly Mountain trail. Let me get back up the trail. There's a deer right over here. There's a house. On the other side of the power line over there, there's a deer hunkered down over here. All right, dog's gonna go scare it. Let me see if I get up here high enough. He spooks that deer out of here. That deer was laying down here. There's a dog down there. There's a house right over there on the other side of the power lines. All right, let me go back down Flint Hill Trail. I'm gonna move kind of slow. I still got a couple hours of sunlight. This time of the year, you don't get a lot of sunlight. I can't wait to get more of summer, more towards the autumn and fall, man. That sun stays up till 8:30 at night. I'll get back with you. Let me see if I can find this deer. The dogs don't scare it off. I'm going to take the College Farm Trail back to the trailhead. I'm going to try to be really quiet when I go up that trail. That's where I came from, Nicholsonville Trail. This is the Flint Trail. This is a red trail. That's the yellow trail. That's where I just came from when I was videotaping a deer. I hear some deer over here. I'm going to walk away with a filming and just try to be real quiet, see what I pick up. Because this is the trail that I found the deer, or the deer jumped straight across the trail. Hear the airplane off in the background. Farmland out here, a bunch of crop dusters. Shelby has an airport over off 150 before you get into Boiling Springs. All right, I'm gonna walk this trail and be real quiet. See if I can get some video, maybe some pictures of the deer. Back out here to the power line trail. Remember a minute ago we were up there, and I said I didn't want to walk down, but there was a deer hiding in there somewhere. That dog, see, there's a trailer over there, or a building. Let me zoom in a little bit. You see it? That's probably where the dog's from. That's where the dog was heading back to. Zoom back out. So there's the trail. It's marked with the yellow. This is Ledbetter Road, I guess is what they call this. Pretty sure. And it's just a power line road is what it is. They call it Ledbetter Road. I don't know if this was an actual road at one time and it was used by people. I don't know what that is way down there. See if I can zoom in on the camera and see what that is. Hear them dogs barking off in the distance? Those are those dogs I heard barking all day long. Maybe it wasn't because somebody was walking their dog. Now, I'm curious as to what that is. They must be chasing them deer off over there. That's why I don't get no video of the deer. Oh, here we go. There they are. I just saw the deer. There's the dog. Deer must have, I don't know if I was able to get it in focus or not. That dog's chasing that deer. There's the dog. There goes the dog right there. I don't know if it's on the video or not. The sunlight's in the way. That deer went back up there. All right, let me zoom back out. I don't know why somebody's dogs are just running around out here. It's ruining my video viral videos. Can't even get it right. All right, let me go back down here and make this left-hand turn and go back up that trail. The loop that goes back around on the College Farm trail. That house I showed you is probably it's off College Farm Road. Them dogs are never gonna catch those deer. All right, I'm coming up here and I'm gonna make this turn and head back down this little short stretch across this creek. I'll get back with you when I get down further. Sun's going down. I got to get out of here. It's coming down the trail. I want to show you that there's a yellow marker on the trail. Coming down to this little creek or tributary or whatever you want to call it. I'll look it up on the map. Thought I heard some noise there, but got a squirrel moment for you. I haven't had too many of them, but I'm walking along and I notice something hanging over here. Some kind of a bucket over there on the other side of that creek there. Said, I don't know what the name of this is, and I don't know what that bucket's over there for. Let me, I got a few minutes. It won't take me long to get out of here. Let's take a little detour. Let me get down there a little closer and show you what it looks like. All right, I'm coming down to the creek. Looks like I could just cross. I mean, step on a few rocks. This is about what my creek looks like in my backyard, really. Right here. I could probably do a lot of videos in my backyard. I got deer back there too. I don't know why I'm so excited about seeing deer. I guess because I'm doing a video, but I set up a trail cam in my backyard and catch deer back there. My dog chases them all the time. Yeah, just a little. Yeah, there's that dog. See if I can zoom in a little bit. That's not the same. Yeah, that's the one. It's like a brown, black, and white border collie. That's that same dog that crossed that path over there. That's the dog. One of the dogs chasing a deer. So it must be going back to that house. It's straight over there, probably about 200 yards or more. Here's that bucket. Been here for a while. Let me zoom back out. It's grown into the tree. It's been here for so long. Don't know what its purpose is. Maybe it was used for catching bait. I don't know. Let me cross back over the creek, get it back up on the trail. I really do need to get out of here. Yeah, I was just taking some short videos. I got a bunch of short videos up there on my YouTube channel. So if you like streams and river flows and stuff like that, I got them up there. You can go look at my video shorts. Coming back down to that trail. Okay, we crossed right here earlier. Water's running off pretty good. That's where we crossed earlier. Seems to be going that way. Of course, you know what's at the end of that. That's going to flow all the way out to the Broad River. Yeah, I don't do any good to get in the sunlight. Well, I'm going to go up that way, start working my way out of here. There's a sign up. Oh, the sign's up here a little more. That's right. Let me walk up here to where the sign is. Remember, we came down this trail because I was just curious. Didn't know where it was going to go. Sign's back up this way. Let me walk back up. Here I'm sitting there talking and wasn't even recording. This is where we were at earlier. It's where we just came from, right down there. Earlier this morning when we got started, we came down that way, that horse trail. It was a lot of mud. I'm going back up that way. That's the College Farm Trail. It's the loop that goes around back up to the trailhead, to the parking lot. So I'm going to go back that way, and I'll get back to you later once I get closer to the trailhead. Still walking back to the car. Just want to show you, it's mostly pine out here because you see it. This makes for a soft trail, easy to walk on. Pine needles make it like it's a cushion. Still looking for them deer, but I think those dogs chased them off. I think once the dogs were done chasing them, they went back home. I'm almost back to the end of the trail. I was going to finish walking. Coming to the end of the trail. This is where I started out this morning. Not on this trail, because they were still clearing this part of the trail, but you can see double yellow College Farm Trail. Just made that loop. I was going to walk down this trail until I heard the equipment running, and I talked to the guy who was working on the trail, so I decided to go up that trail to try to see if that old bridge was still there. Oh, I just passed the sign, wasn't even paying attention. That's double back here. There we go. Oh, it's the parking lot up here. This is supposed to be where you can put your trailers. It's supposed to be where the horses are allowed to travel the trails. I showed you what it looked like with the muddy spots of the horse prints, and there's the equipment from this morning. Wasn't able to really film too much this morning. I started filming after I got down this road right here. It's where I first started the video, heading down that road, going all the way down to the to that creek and all that flowed all the way out. Actually, sorry, that was the river. So that's going to be the end of it for today. I'm going to travel back up that way and go home. There is another trail, a couple of trails out here. The old Lollipop Trail I told you about the first time. It's down the road. Let me show you. Up that road behind me is another trail that loops around. I'm not sure exactly where it goes without looking at the map. But I'm done. I've done 4 videos out here. There's a couple other trails that I want to come back to later on in the future, but there's a lot of other things that I want to, places I want to go and search that were shut down because of the storm. Well, I thought I heard something. Boy, you start to hear things out here when you're by yourself. Yeah, I'm a little winded. I tell you what, there's some good exercise. Sun's going down. Temperature's dropping. I mean, it's down to about 51, maybe about 50 degrees right now, but that's not really bad, except been hiking for a few hours, so you start to sweat and then you start to get cold. That's why it's always good to bring extra clothes on a cold day, because you do sweat, and if you don't change your clothes, your shirt and socks and stuff, you will get cold. I wasn't out long enough to worry about that. I brought an extra jacket, so. But I want to thank you for coming along with me on this adventure today. I'm hoping that I got some really good shot of those video of the deer. I don't want anybody to think I was out here trying to shoot deer. I got some video of the dogs chasing them. So I had a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun too. Come on out here. Spend a day out here walking around. I'll leave links to the maps and links to the websites talking about the trail. But I'm also going to leave a link to the last video where I went on the other side of the river and did that trail over there. I can't remember the name of it. So thank you for coming along with me today. And if you like these types of videos and you want to see more of them, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And share this this video on your social media platforms, and also have a Facebook page. So it's called Hiking to Retirement. So you can go there and post your pictures and tell your stories about your adventures. And like I said earlier, if anytime you want to go with me, and let me get that outhouse out of the way there, that porta-john. If you ever want to go with me, just let me know. You pick a trail, or we can come back to one of the trails that I was already on. So just let me know. And thank you for coming along with me. Today is Christmas Eve, so I know this video will be out long after Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, because it probably will definitely come out after New Year. And lace up those boots. You're only one step away from your next adventure. I'll see you in our next adventure. God bless.